Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. So you can see recently gold was able to complete or hold the setup that we discussed with the butterfly. We said that on the intraday chart, if market will be able to stay above the major support area, that will be the sign that the short-term bullish scenario is still valid. So with the short-term I mean scenario with the direct upward continuation based on parallel butterfly pattern that we're discussing here. Although, well, maybe except this moment that market was able to stay above the 618 support, the 1874 area, we have nothing actually else. So, would not have some acceleration on the intraday charts, would not have some very healthy upward reaction. And actually, the gold market stands right now behind the interest rate. So if you'll take a look at the interest rate performance, it shows absolutely different type of action, which is much stronger and faster. So you can see as interest rates forming the new lows here, forming the deeper ABCD retracement. Gold still fluctuates inside of this resonance swing. So as on the daily it was swinging to the downside on the gold, and even could show if you plot here the gold, you will see what's really has happened. So gold stands inside of this candle, as was some volatility with this all times, but interest rates, take a look what has happened. So absolutely different performance, which is gold currently doesn't show. Well, usually this type of the performance is very supportive for the gold, but this time you can see it's not as strong impact on the gold as previously. So maybe it will happen later a bit. Meantime, interest rates also is coming to the 1.4 destination points, also accompanied with the daily oversold. So some retracement here also might happen in the beginning of the next week. Besides, in the beginning of the next week, market starts preparation to the Fed statement. Supposedly, it should be negative to the United States dollar and supportive to all dollar rivals in gold, euro currency, because Fed should keep its mantras concerning no inflation and low interest rates. So that also will be bearish for interest rates as well. And, well, in general, it lets us to suggest that overall sentiment on the market, on the gold in particular, stands positive. Besides, today we'll also take a look at the different currencies. So on the euro currency, on the Great British pound, on the Australian dollar, all these currencies forms currently some consolidation near important tops, the same as the gold. You can see here is also some pattern is forming near the previous top, 1950. It's not the absolute top, but it stands very close to it. So this is important level as well. So and this makes us think that probably next week it exists some chance on upward breakout. But that is what about the next week? Right now, in the current moment, we have some bullish signs, but well, overall situation shows relatively slow progress. So on the following time frame chart, you could see the market's forming some kind of triangle and trying to break it up today. Although today hardly will get some strong performance. Today is Friday and the market already starts to think about the weekend and about the next week where we will get the Fed statement. It's very important. But in general, overall performance here stands positive. The market has formed bullish reversal candle here, as you can see, and suggests some upward continuation, and triangle now is breaking up. The one important thing here for intraday trading is the butterfly shape. By this market mechanics, now it is easy to control price performance. So if you have taken position based on the butterfly with this 1874, 618 support, if you remember, this was from these lows to this top. So 618, and we said theoretically we could consider trying to take the position around the XOP of this ABCD pattern and the 618 support. So somehow, if you have taken position based on the butterfly, either here or here, keeping lows below this area, or you just intend to take the position, keep an eye just on this resonance swing. Why? because if market is bullish and it starts forming the butterfly, especially with this such as acceleration, it should not turn down again and taken out with these lows. It's very simple logic here, based on the price performance. So it will be irrational behavior for the bullish market because the retracement already is done. No new retracement should happen, especially to the new lows. We could accept some minor pullback here on the way up, somewhere to the 1890, even to the 618 support, although much better it will be just 1890. But it should not be sharp reversal and drop below the lows. That's why if you already have the position, you could move stops right here based on the butterfly, move stops to the break-even and just enjoy the price action. If you just intend to go long in the gold, you could consider just these two levels. If market will not be able to stay here and show performance something of that sort, this will be just collapse here and break out of these lows, these levels, it means that something is wrong with the bullish context and it would be better to not take any position by far. In the case of the slow and gradual action, something like here, the 1890 area, that will be the chance to think about the position taking. Besides here, well, I'm not call it as a head and shoulders, but let's take a look. It might be some harmony in the retracement. This market could reach near around 1885, 1890, somewhere similar to these lows, right? From this standpoint, this happens very often. Market actually very symmetrical. So if you pay attention and watch at the proper moments, you could see this symmetry very often. So in the current situation, it also might be the symmetry. So that's what we have on the gold. Major performance, of course, will happen on next week. That's some preparation, and in general, we could say that gold currently keeps the bullish sentiment and bullish context on the daily chart.